Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Melo, and I would like to thank each and every one of you who has already subscribed to my channel. And if you are new to this channel, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and tell your friends to tell their friends and their friends that Melo is on YouTube. In today's video, I would like to talk about how I landed a job in China, a English teaching job in China as a South African. And please bear in mind that most of the information that I have, it is based on my experience throughout this process as a South African. So I would talk more about the South African side of things as compared to other countries because I have not experienced that. So I have had a lot of people sending me text messages wanting to know how I ended up getting a teaching job or an English teaching job in China. And my answer would be please go online and search because there are a lot of jobs on the internet. There are a lot of things on the internet, and the internet can basically show you everything. The internet has everything that you need, every information that you need. The thing is that we people, we are so lazy to go onto the internet and choose the information that we need to use for what we want to do. The thing is, there is a lot of information, and whenever we see the information, we are immediately bombarded with the information that we get on the internet. So without any further ado, I would like to tell you how I got my English teaching job in China. So first things first, what happened was I was working as a teacher back home in South Africa. By the way, I am a professional teacher, a qualified teacher, or a licensed teacher, as they say here in China. A licensed teacher or a qualified teacher. I am registered with the South African Council for Educators, which says in South Africa, once you finish your bachelor's degree in education back home in South Africa, you have to register with the Council of Educators, which says. So I registered with SAYS in 2017. It's been 18, 19, 20, 21. It's been 4 years since I've registered with the council. It's been 4 years. Wow. Time flies. Time really flies. All right. That's a story for another day. And I have worked in South African schools for 2 years. Yeah, I've worked in South African schools for 2 years. So when I was on my second contract at my new school, I've decided that no, I can't do this. I've just realized that I cannot stay in one place. I cannot really stay in one place for more than 5 years. More than 5 years, it was not going to do any good or any grace for me. So I've decided, okay, a change of scenery, a change of getting out of my comfort zone. I wanted to get out of my comfort zone. I wanted to get the experience of teaching outside of my comfort zone because I felt like I have spent almost all my life in South Africa. I know South African education system. I've went through it. I have went during my basic education, which is my high school, my primary and high school. I have went through the South African education system throughout my university years, and I felt it was a time for me to change. Then, whilst I was browsing on Facebook, I saw this group, South Africans living in China. That was when my life changed. That was when my life changed. At first, I was so skeptical about coming to China because I have heard a lot of stories, people being human trafficked, people being kidnapped, and all that. But at the back of my mind, I told myself that if it does not, if my dream does not make me fear, if it does not make me have fear of doing it, then it means I'm not dreaming big enough. To be quite honest, I was very scared when I embarked on this journey of coming to China to teach English, because I have never, in my good state of mind, thought of teaching anywhere else rather than in South Africa. But once I saw that Facebook group, South Africans living in China, my life instantly changed, because I wanted to explore. I wanted to know more about this program. I wanted to know more about Asia. I wanted to know more about China. I wanted to learn the language, even though I'm not learning the language formally at the moment, but at least I know Idi and Dien of Zhongwen. When I was in South Africa, I couldn't even say hello in Chinese. I didn't know how to say hello in Chinese. So, yeah. How did I go about applying for this job? What I did was I went through the Facebook page and I saw people posting about jobs in China. I saw people posting about agents that helped them to find a good job in China, which were good paying jobs. The money. Yeah. And my first thing was, I can't do this. I really can't do this. It's a lot of work. Of which it was not a lot of work, because if I had the time to go on the internet and searched for the information that I wanted and took what I wanted to use and forget about all the other information that was there, it was gonna be simple. I did just that. I went on the internet. I started searching jobs, English jobs in China for qualified teachers, English jobs in China. Oh, by the way, for you to get an English job in China, you need to hold a 4 years junior degree, a minimum of 4 years junior degree in any discipline, be it in accounting, be it in science, be it in medicine, be it, in education, be it in economics, whatever, as long as you hold a BA degree or a bachelor's degree, a junior degree. That's the bare minimum of you landing a job in China. All right. Then when I was on the internet, I came across this agency called TeachAway. By the way, the agency, it is online. Everything is being done online. Then it required me to create a profile. I'm gonna do a screen record of me trying to fill in or creating a profile on TeachAway and share with you guys. So I created my profile on TeachAway website. After creating my profile, I attached my CV or resume, as they call it. I attached my my degree. I attached my SACE certificate or registration. I also spoke about my teaching experience, the teaching experience that I have. Okay. What else? And then the website wanted me to add a referee. You must have minimum of one person who is your reference. So at that time, I had a good relationship with my head of department. So she was the one who filled in my reference. She did my reference, and at that moment, I didn't even tell her that I was thinking of leaving. Things got interesting at work, and the next Monday, she came to me and asked me, "How, Matip?" They call me Matipa. Matip. So, what's my way to China? Are you leaving? Are you going to China? I'm like, me? He's like, yeah. I'm like, no, I'm not going to China. She's like, but I've just filled in your reference on this website, the TeachAway website. It said that you are looking for a job to go to China. I'm like, oh yeah, I was just thinking of it. Not now. I'm not gonna leave now. Maybe in 3 or 4 years time. Not now. I had to twist the story because I did not want people at my workplace to know that I'm planning to leave. But a year passed, and then on my second year on the contract, I started being serious with the I started being serious with applying for jobs in China. And my thing is, I didn't want to use the WeChat agents because I did not know how they work. So I had to go back to TeachAway online. I had to continue updating my profile. I had to update my number of years, number of experience that I have. And I had to change also the subjects that I was teaching. I have to add them every time when I go for like PD, professional development sessions. I go back to the TeachAway website and change and add some things that I have gained so and so experience through a PD session. So with me doing that, it helped grow my profile until one school was interested in me, which is the school that I am working at right now. They basically found my profile on TeachAway. It was something that I was not expecting. It came unexpectedly. And they will, the TeachAway agencies, schools post jobs or vacancies on their website, and when you apply to schools, you apply directly to the school. You do not go through an agent, so which makes it very easy for you to deal with the school directly. If you are dealing with an agent, you are dealing with the agent being the middleman. It's you, the agent, then the school. So if you apply through TeachAway, you are dealing with the school directly, not indirectly. So once they found my profile, the school sent me an email. I was so surprised. Where did these people get my CV? One of the HR people from the school, she sent me an email. She said, "Hi, Boitumelo Matipa, we have found your CV from the TeachAway." When they mentioned TeachAway, I'm like, this is a joke. This is a scam. This is a scam. I'm not gonna do this. They mentioned TeachAway and they started telling me about the school on the email. They haven't invited me for an interview. They started selling their school to me just to see if I'm interested in any of their programs. And by the way, at that time, I had landed a contract in Taiwan because I was applying to different places. In Taiwan is good because they want qualified teachers. If you are a qualified teacher, you are registered with SACE, you have a teacher's license, it is easy for you to get a job in Taiwan. I had applied to Taiwan. I got a contract in Taiwan, which was better than what I was getting in South Africa, but it was not enough for me to pack my whole life in a suitcase and go to Taiwan to start a new life. And then I had also found not a contract, but I had passed my interview in South Korea. I had applied for the EPIC program. And then with the EPIC program, the money was not that good, but it is the EPIC program. It is a very good program. After China, I'm thinking of going to South Korea through the EPIC program. I had landed an interview with the EPIC program. I passed the interview, but I got stuck during the documentation process because I was dealing with a lot at that time. All right. So back to the school in China. The school in China, they sent me an invite for interview. We had a Zoom interview because their offices are in Boston in the US. They sent me a Zoom link so that I can have an interview with them. I had an interview with the HR. The interview took about 3 hours. It was more of an educational conversation. It was not like an intimidating interview between the interviewer and the interviewee. So for me, I felt like I'm talking to one of my supervisors, and we are talking about the kids, because she dwelled more on me being in the classroom. How do I deal with pedagogy? How do I deal with the curriculum? How do I deal with problem children? How do I deal with problem parents? Because we do have problem parents in the education system. So it was more like that. Then, after having the 3 hours interview with the HR, the lady sent me my contract after a day. She sent me a contract. They offered me a 12 months contract with 3 months probation. I took time to sign the contract because the money was, ooh, ooh, money was. And at first, I thought it was a scam. As scary as things can be out there, sometimes you need to risk. Sometimes you need to take risks. This is what I always tell people, that sometimes you need to risk. Life is all about taking risks. You cannot achieve something good if you do not risk. I took 3 days going through the contract, checking any loopholes, checking anything that might bind me, and the contract was legit. The school was legit. I had to check it online. I found the school online. It was there. And I signed the contract. After signing the contract, then the process of visa applications started. That is the most tiring process I have ever went through. The most tiring. And mind you, I do not have an agent. I am doing all this by myself. I am still working in South Africa. I'm doing things under the carpet. I do not want to tell the people at my previous school that this is what I'm doing, because I wasn't sure about where I am going. I had to keep things under tabs so that it doesn't, if it blows up, nobody knows. So I was very quiet about this. Then, after going through the documentation process, authenticating my degree, authenticating my police clearance, taking them to the embassy and back, and then sending them to China. From China, they were sent to the US, from the US back to China. Like, it was that back and forth exchange of emails about my documentation. Then, after a month, my documents were settled. Then I received my invitation letter from the school in China, and I applied for my visa. And mind you, that was during the COVID-19 epidemic at that time. It wasn't classified as a pandemic at that moment. Then, after I received my invitation letter, I had to go apply for my visa. COVID-19 was declared as a pandemic. I couldn't apply for my visa. I had to stay for another month. I had to stay for another month so that the embassy in South Africa was yes, they were working, but my school had mentioned that I cannot come at that moment because it is not safe for me to fly to China. And I was like, oh my goodness, I had already resigned from work. What am I going to do? Luckily, the school had online programs. So my school had prepared orientation and training for teachers for the online program that they had. Then we went through the the orientation and the training, which was done online. Everything was done online. This is where I learned how to teach online. I learned how to use Zoom to teach online with this company. I have really learned a lot from this company, and I do appreciate each and everything that they have done for me. Then after 2 weeks from teaching online, I sent them an email. I told them that I think I'm ready to come. Even though I'm going to quarantine in my apartment, it is fine. I can do that. And then they were like, okay, cool. Go apply for your visa. I applied for my visa. After 3 days, I got my visa. Then they bought me a flight ticket. That was the best. That was the best because at that moment, I did not have money for a flight ticket. So guys, this is basically how you access TeachAway website. You just type TeachAway.com or just TeachAway on Google. Then you search, you go down, then the green icon, you will see the little green icon where it says www.teachaway.com. This is where you click in and you will have to sign in. In this instance, I was signed in. I had to log out. So you will have to press the sign up. You will have to enter your first name, your last name, email, password, and then you have created your TeachAway account. Then from there you log on to the TeachAway agency, the website. You click login. It takes a little bit of time to load because obviously I'm in China, I'm using the VPN. And then it will take you, let's wait for it, to a home page. Your home page, this is where you are going to create your profile. You click on profile, you create your profile. It's loading, let's wait for it. Then you enter your name, your surname, where you are, your email, and also your cell phone number, and also your Skype number. If your Skype ID, if you have your Skype ID, it's very important to include it there. Then here I have my resume, I have my experience, I have my ESL certificate, I have my documents that I have uploaded. I also have my references. Yes, and also just a mini statement about myself and my teaching experience. This website is not too hard to navigate through. You can also click job board. This is where you can search jobs in China, everywhere in the world. If there are jobs available, let's say you want China, and you can click ESL teaching position, or you can click certified teacher or college or university lecturer, or all positions. Then it will show you available positions in schools. Basically, schools post vacancies on TeachAway. You see, we have 547 vacancies found. We have English teachers in Beijing. We have kindergarten English teacher in Benyang. I don't know where that is. And this is Beijing, a school in Beijing. It shows you how much you're going to get paid. A month starts from $2,000, the job benefits, and also the job description, your contract, about the school. So this is basically directly the school advertising a vacancy for their school. You can get positions for art teacher. You can also get online mathematics, high school math teacher. You can get high school science teacher. This is a high school math teacher position. The contract is for 2 years. They show you what they need, the job description, what you're going to be doing, the mission and vision statement and vision of the school. And if you hold a teaching license or you are a qualified teacher, you can also apply in international schools, which is a very good thing to do if you can land a job in an international school like myself. The perks are very good. You have holidays, a lot of holidays. You don't work on weekends. You work from Monday to Friday. And yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you. A flight ticket, and they had already prepared my apartment. This is where I landed in Ningbo. I quarantined in my apartment for 7 days. I was supposed to quarantine for 14 days, but they said I can quarantine for 7 days. Then we continued with the online classes for like 2 months. After 2 months, we went for June vacation. We went for, what do they call it? Is it the spring? Whatever, the summer, I don't know. Holidays in June, I forgot what they call them. Holidays in June. So yeah, this is how I landed my job in China, in Ningbo, the school that I'm in. Unfortunately, I cannot say the name of the school on this video or on any social media platform because it seems as if we are advertising for our own benefits. So I cannot say the name of the school. Right. And then other methods of getting jobs in China, you can browse on Dave's ESL Cafe. I will pin the website on the description box. The Dave's ESL Cafe. Dave's as in DAVE apostrophe S ESL Cafe. You can find a lot of jobs in Dave's ESL Cafe. Schools and agents, they advertise jobs every day on that website. You can go on that website and try to find a school or try to find a reputable agent to help you land a job in China. You can also use the TeachAway, or you can use the WeChat agents. The WeChat agent, it means that you should have WeChat up and running on your phone. And if you are outside of China, it is a struggle for you to get WeChat up and running. Ask me, I have went through that, asking people to help me, but nobody was willing to help me. But I managed to register and verify my WeChat through Facebook. So this is it for today's video. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to comment in the comment section, or you can hit me up on my email or on my, not Instagram, on my email or on the comment section. So yeah, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Tell your friends to tell their friends and their friends' friends that Way Too Mellow was here. Goodbye.